One thing Antipode does really well is their carrying cases. They have these like dual layer carrying cases, which I've always thought were kind of cool. Looks like a 60 with a numpad, kinda? I don't know what to call it. Actually, this is weighty. Oh. Can you guys tell the color is not quite black? It is like this charcoal. Yeah, this is freaking beautiful, dude. Like, I don't even want to build the board. I can just appreciate it right here and call it a day. I love this like little seam. Oh wow, this is beautiful, dude. So this is $420. Let me just double check. Is there different versions of this that I'm not aware of? There is an EC version too. Does the EC version change in price? Or is it also $420? Get out of here. Oh, I guess so, yeah. MX and EC PCB, or maybe it's a dual PCB. There's an EC version of this. Here, let me show you guys the web page. An EC version. And it doesn't seem to affect the price at all. There's a copper and a brass black E-coat, gunmetal, silver, and black. I mean, dude, this is an automatic gunmetal. I think this is one of the nicest gunmetals that I've seen. However, I probably would go with the E-coat at weight. I don't know if I'm a big fan. I think I would maybe go with the black weight on this, just to make it look super stealthy. Do you guys, okay, what do you guys prefer? Damn. All right, Antipode. Oh, camera's freaking out, but there is some text. Love what they did with this, by the way. Love this. I'm a sucker for stuff like this, by the way. Sucker. The front height's a little higher. It's 20.5. I'm not super pressed by that because 20 is my threshold. But we'll see how it feels when we actually type. Well, I guess I'll tell you guys, I'll try to translate it. So, I mean, I think that off the bat is maybe something I'm not like too keen on. I love this. I love this like little design, this little line they got going on over here. It almost feels like a web element of some sort. Like these feel like things you click and drag. This is really pretty. I really like this, dude. Here is the side profile. See, this is kind of, okay, do you guys see what I mean? I feel like this with a black weight would look absolutely fire. Damn, this also with a, I mean, maybe not. Maybe a little takeaway from the aesthetic. I feel like this, if it had a cherry lip, would be insane. I mean, this feels like Anno. So, there's the little logo that we've seen on the Numa as well. Very pretty. Dude, this with a cherry lip would be insane. And then I really like the finishing here on the back. What they've done here is machined in some little lines. I think this adds so much texture. Like I said, I've been looking forward to actually looking at this board in person forever. Like I've waited to open it until now. And then before we jump into, I guess, building this board and looking at some other things, there is one other thing I wanted to quickly peek at, and at the end of the stream we'll take a look at this. But Beep sent over a little something fun for us to unbox later. So this is Keycaps. It's a limited edition set. If you guys want to take a look at this later, we can. Throwback for sure. Today's a fun day, man. I'm telling you, we're starting the week strong. I mean, I think it is supposed to give you Half-Life vibes, for sure. Give you Valve vibes, maybe. All right, we have stepped internals on this case as well. Big old weight. Damn, this is nice. We have PCBs. Now, they did send over some tactile switches. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't know if I want to use tactiles for this today, but maybe we do. Let's take a look at some of the layout options we have for the solder PCB. First of all, a green PCB. So we do have a fixed bottom row. I'm assuming we have fixed because this is offered in Win keyless. We have no ISO, which is, do they not have an ISO version for this? They don't. All right, so we have some numpad options, quite a bit of numpad options. We have split backspace, we have split right or full right, and then we have step caps and regular caps, but no ISO. I am a little bit shocked that there's no ISO version on this. I wonder if there's going to be one in the future. I would say not limited options here, but if I had to give this a rating, this is like 70% of what I expect usually. I mean, what I'd like to see is maybe an ISO option. I'd also like to see different spacebar options for those who don't want to use Win keyless. you know, just thinking out loud, I think there is room for improvement layout compatibility wise. Is that a deal breaker in my book? No, because I understand. It says on the webpage there should be step caps lock. I'm assuming this is a prototype which might not have it, but it does say on the webpage. So they might add that later. Estimated weight is about 3 kilograms. That's pretty heavy. All right, let's move this over to the side. And then what else do we got in here? They sent over some stabs for us to use, and I think this is our plates. Ooh. Things were falling out. Where'd that even come from? Are step caps just an aesthetic choice? I don't know. I personally think there is some function with step caps lock. What do you guys think? I'm usually team there is. But here are the gaskets. These are going to be used with the Logos, squishy little silicone gaskets. What I like to see here though is the placement of these gaskets is phenomenal, and then also little relief cuts, which is nice to see. And they're perfectly sized so they don't just overlap the relief cut. Apparently they're from Norway? Yes, they're EU based. I don't know how much shipping would be. I know I've ordered stuff from them for customers and it's been like pretty standard fare, but copping this, oh, I'm so excited. This is gonna be such a pretty build. All right. You know what, let's just use the switches they gave us. I'll min-max this spacebar too. This one's reasonably priced. I think this is reasonably priced. 420 for this? Yes. You get a rather large chunk of copper. It's not a crazy board to machine. However, there are some nice detailing in here, which could add some time to the machine there. Antipode has been known for some good support as well. Can't complain. All right, the only small thing of criticism I have other than the layout is I don't like how this ribbon cable, as you can see, the connector area has a little bit of a break in it. This seems a little delicate, and I wonder, I'm gonna check the other one after this, but I wonder if this will be done a little different. I think, because even on this one here, there's not much of a lip on this, unfortunately. It's just a little flap. And I would like to see some sort of overhang so there's a nicer lip on this particular PCB. I mean, usually these are fine though, but this particular thing here is didn't work too well. What don't I like about the layout? Layout support. It doesn't have a crap ton of layout support. I would have liked to see a few things different. Exception given to the spacebar. The spacebar, because this is a wind keyless variant, and some designers really do like to have very specific ways the plate sits around the spacebar. I would have liked to see ISO. I would have liked to see, I mean, I know they're going to add step caps lock, but yeah, just a few different things. It still would have been nice to see a 6.25U as well. Let us open this guy up. God, I love the color of this case. All right, so we're going to put the gaskets on now. Let me turn off the soldering iron. I think the way I'm going to tackle this is just doing this side first. And then, actually, you know what? Let's just do them all. Then I'll just put it all together here. It might not function, but I can't get this ribbon cable out. So we're just going to deal with it. If it doesn't type, it doesn't type for now. You know, I actually think it was a smart move not to go with the daughter board for this. And keep the USB-C connector above the Numpad. I think that was a really smart move. One less piece to fiddle with. Like, the only thing I can realistically say about this right now that might turn off some people is a slightly higher front height. But I am very curious in how this is going to sound. So, let's get some keycaps. Now, let's do ABS first, and then let's swap to these ones, just so we can see how the ABS sounds, and then we'll also test how PBT sounds. All right, sound good? Because I think this set will look really cool on this. I don't know if this is going to turn on, only because I think this is backwards. Yeah, okay. I had a feeling. I can't remove the ribbon cable, unfortunately. It seems like on this particular prototype, it kind of just got stuck. But the ribbon cable, the blue is supposed to be the thing that's flipped over so you can see it, but it was flipped the wrong way. It's okay. We'll just type like this. Not a big deal. We'll pretend to type. I'll mention that to them. I know this is, again, I know this is a prototype. I do think this board is really pretty. Like, this looks really good. I like the thickness of everything. This color is just taking me out right now. Like, I love it. All right. I kind of like these little notches. So we have some tactile switches. These are Tecsee Mango Ice Creams, I believe. I'm going to swap the spacebar out just because I don't know how this is supposed to sound. I kind of just want to do... I like linear spacebars with tactiles. Was just sent these. I don't know if these were hand lube or stock lube. I looked it up on the website and they did say these are factory lube, but I don't know if Tecsee factory lube is any good. It does sound a little over lubed. We're going to put our own switch in for the enter key or the spacebar key. We'll start with an HMX switch. Yeah, this is not the board. I think the board actually sounds quite nice. I can tell. These Tecsee switches. I mean, I don't remember the last time I had a great experience with Tecsee switches, to be honest. Not a huge fan. Was hoping these sounded a little different, but they are almost like pseudo silence. No, they definitely feel, in hand, they don't feel like terrible. You know what it is? They're very varied on how the stock lube is. Like, this one feels super duper like wet and crunch, like squishy. But then like the J feels perfect. It's okay. It's just the switches. Maybe we can do a rebuild on this because we do have 2 PCBs. I kind of want to do this whole build with HMX now. Again, I think Diego also built this too if you guys want a different sound signature. Like, I'm still happy we use these switches because now we know these switches are whatever. I'm going to schedule a day where we can swap these out to something else. I'm going to order something else for these, I think. The spacebar, I'm so glad we mail-maxed this because this sounds really nice for the spacebar. Some notes. Comfort of the board is a medium firmness because of those silicone gaskets. The front height, definitely, it's not super intrusive. I am finding that if to make this a little bit more comfortable, I'm going to want to float my wrists a little higher than normal. So keep that in mind if you do get this, since this is a 20.5 millimeter front height. I don't think I have any other major issues or concerns with this board. The internals are done very nicely and thoughtfully. I really do appreciate the stepped internals. I think that's a very nice touch. The back of the board, everything about this just has a lot of tasteful design elements. Like, I really like it. It's minimal, but in a very good way and not overly simplified. I do like exposed screws in the back here. It's really easy just to access this whole build and just go from there. Even how they did the little USB-C port over here, I think was well done. It's not just like a small USB-C port. It kind of has its own little, you know, you're going to need to have it a little bit larger just because this is a board that uses a fixed USB-C placement. But it does have this like really cool like border or beveling around this, which is fun. This I love. This little text, this flavor text about the keyboard. Love that. See, and they're calling it a 60% plus numpad. The color is absolutely insane on this. I almost feel like this outshines the other two colors, which is black and silver. For 420, this is also extremely heavy, by the way. For 420, I actually really like this board. The only thing I wish they would have done, just really, really hoping, I kind of would love to see this board with a cherry lip. I know this is like maybe treason to say this because the design aesthetic is more boxy, but I think if this had a small little cherry lip on the front, it could have taken the comfort to the next level. I'm not going to say this is feedback that's constructive at all, because I really don't think it's super constructive. I think this is just a preference. A cherry lip would have been nice. Let's swap Mudbeam off of this, and I want to try these keycaps now. So let's put Mudbeam away. So again, Bip sent this out. This was sent by Bip. Came with this really cool coaster thing, which I think I'm going to be using. Little sticker, and then it has like a card, because I think these are limited edition sets. This is just a sample card though, so it has 00000 on it. I need to know where people get these cards done though. These are so cool. The box is so cool. It's so neat. Let's open this box up though. What's a good way to open this? Dude, if they had made this like actually open up like this, I would have freaked out, I think. It does come in a nice case though. This is sick. I genuinely really like this. This is so cool. They literally made Source Engine default textures. Yup. Very, very cool. And I think there's like a, yeah, this key. This is like the no texture key or something like that, I think. Ah, dude. This looks sick. I grew up with, I mean, I think a lot of us did, but I definitely grew up playing Valve games a lot, so... Oh, come on, this is so neat. They did a good job on this, actually. I feel like this might have been a little bit tough to pull off, but they did a really good job. Then they got some, like, fun extra space bars over here. I like the 125 by 100, 100 by 100. Let's put this on. I don't think this has crap tons of compatibility, but I think it has enough. These are nice little PBT caps. What do you guys think? I think there was a novelty enter key, I just didn't use it. This looks so cool. I think these particular switches actually sound better in PBT. Let's give this little sound test with PBT. Yeah, this does sound a bit better with PBT. If you type in ! build, it's in there. But it's from Keycapsule. It's Casey Orange. Yeah, this sounds... Oh, dude. It sounds better with the PBT. I'm going to be honest. These switches, we got to uninstall them and redo this build. Not a huge fan of the switches they sent over. But this is very, very fun. I really like the way this turned out as a whole. Like, this whole build is just very pretty. Very, very pretty. I like the logos. The keycap make the profile look so trippy. It kind of does. It kind of does. They're cherry profile, though. I really like the keycaps, though. They're super, super neat. I got to take a few pictures of it on this board. I know. Dude, I can tell right away. This is... there's going to be a lot of people who really like this set. Can't believe Alex prefers PBT. I'm not shocked I prefer PBT on the tactile switches. Bye, everybody. See you. Take care.